This year, we confer honorary degrees to Congresswoman Stephanie Murphy and business leader Melody Hobson. We have prepared introductory videos to honor Ms. Murphy and Ms. Hobson. After each video, Chancellor Gates and I will come forward to confer the honorary degree. Following each degree conferral, we will hear from Ms. Murphy and Ms. Hobson.
Stephanie's been in public service her entire life, whether it be teaching or serving as a national security expert and advisor in DoD to serving in the U.S. House. Her whole story has been marked by public service.
Quite possibly the only unit in American history that mentions Asians or Asian Americans across the United States has to do with the American War in Vietnam. So in 1975, one of those families escaping that chaos and violence was Stephanie Murphy's family. Stephanie has told the story of her family afloat, stranded, out of gas, and that it was the kindness and generosity of a U.S. naval fleet that gave them the much-needed gas, that contextualized for Stephanie Dang Murphy the potential of the United States to be a great nation when it takes responsibility, when it chooses to be kind and generous to those who need it the most.
I got a chance to live the American dream, and I feel like I owe this country so much. And for me, public service is a way to pay off some of that debt. It probably will never be completely paid, but I feel like if I can be of service to this country, I want to be.
There are 435 members of the House. There are very few that actually stand out, carve out a real niche for themselves. Stephanie's done that. She's not afraid to take on leadership of both parties because she understands, like we all do, that our time here is very limited. But while you're here, you want to make an impact and you want to leave a positive mark behind. And Stephanie's always been committed to doing that.
I think Stephanie represents not only the best, but the most humane alums that we can hope for as faculty at William & Mary. Here at William & Mary, we know that all students come with intelligence, come with a desire to succeed, come with a dedication to their ambition. But we also hope that they will have a habit of heart and mind that is dedicated to others.
I'm so humbled and honored to be receiving this recognition, especially from the place that provided me with the foundation and the skill set to have had the career that I've had.
Stephanie Murphy, please join Chancellor Gates and me at the podium. Stephanie Murphy, your career exemplifies principled leadership and dedication to public service. As a member of the United States House of Representatives, you have garnered a national reputation as an independent and effective voice in government. You were only 6 months old in 1979 when your parents fled communist Vietnam with you and your brother in the middle of the night. A U.S. Navy ship helped your family reach a refugee camp, and from there, your family settled in Virginia. You have cited the sailor's compassion as your first lesson in America's ability to exercise power with generosity. In the summer of 1996, you began your studies at William & Mary. You were the first person in your family to attend college, earning a bachelor's degree in economics in 2000. You went on to receive a master's degree in foreign service from Georgetown University and became a national security specialist in the Office of the U.S. Secretary of Defense. In 2016, you became the first Vietnamese American woman elected to Congress. You represent Florida's 7th District, serving on the House Ways and Means Committee and the House Armed Services Committee. In 2017, you joined the newly created Problem Solvers Caucus, which is committed to working on critical issues in a bipartisan manner.
Stephanie Murphy, your tireless service proves the power of generosity, talent, and hard work. Your alma mater is proud to make you an alumna twice over. By virtue of the power vested in me by the Board of Visitors and the ancient royal charter of the College of William and Mary in Virginia, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Public Service, honoris causa.
Congresswoman Murphy.
Sorry, I was a little overwhelmed, and at the risk of having a photo of myself ugly crying, I have to ask a favor of you all. I'm going to do it on this side first and then this side, but can you help me take a selfie here? Smile big. Now it's actually Instagram official, but Chancellor Gates, President Rowe, Rector Little, members of the Board of Visitors, Ms. Hobson, faculty and staff, family and friends, and most importantly, students in the class of 2022. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. This recognition is very special for me, and to receive it from Secretary Gates, whom I worked for at the Department of Defense and deeply respect, makes it even more special. I love this school. As it has done for so many young people, William & Mary changed my life. Were it not for this college, I would not be where I am today. And I remember when I was accepted to William & Mary, my parents were so proud. As you saw in that video, I'm a refugee from Vietnam. When I was just a baby, my parents, my brother, and I were rescued at sea by the US Navy after our boat ran out of fuel during our attempt to escape from our homeland. And we were given sanctuary and then provided opportunity in America. And once we settled in Virginia, my parents worked multiple jobs to make ends meet. And they encouraged me to focus on my education. The idea that their daughter would attend a prestigious college made all of their sacrifices worthwhile. And they were so grateful. They were so grateful that because of William & Mary's commitment to a diverse student body, I was offered a scholarship package that enabled me to become the first woman in my family to go to college. And I'm gonna... I'll confess that when I arrived on campus, not knowing what to expect or whether I would fit in, I was really nervous. But my time here was transformative. I learned so much from my peers and my professors, and I made wonderful friendships with people from all different backgrounds, and I acquired the knowledge and developed character and gained confidence, and I had a ton of fun, all of which was in strict compliance with both federal and state laws. Hard to say. And I have a confession to make. You know, one thing I did not do was set foot in this stadium. I tailgated outside of it more times than I can or care to remember, but I never went in and watched an actual game, so this is literally my first time in here. I want to take this opportunity to apologize to the Zabel family and the William & Mary football team. Anyways, as I've come to understand in retrospect, it was really here in Williamsburg, a place so vital to the American experiment, that this abstract idea called the American dream began to feel real to me. And the American dream is rooted in a promise. It's a promise William & Mary helped fulfill in my life. The promise is this: regardless of how modest your upbringing, regardless of where your parents were born, regardless of your color or creed, regardless of your gender, regardless of whom you love, regardless of all these factors, you can overcome the odds and achieve your personal and professional dreams. And to some degree, your success depends on your own efforts, but it helps so much to have people in your corner and a place that's got your back. And that's exactly what I had at William & Mary. So to the class of 2022, congratulations. I have so much admiration for you. And in a sense, we've come full circle together. Do you remember me, the Asian woman with the Irish name? Because we've met before. 4 years ago, in August of 2018, I spoke at your opening convocation, and today I'm speaking at your commencement. Back then, the college was celebrating the 100th anniversary of the admission of women to William & Mary. And now we're celebrating the 100th anniversary of the admission of the first Asian student to the college. And in both cases, we honored trailblazers who overcame incredible obstacles. 4 years ago, you were freshmen in college, and I was a freshman member of Congress. We were bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and probably a little annoying. But soon after arriving in Congress, I even did my freshman orientation here at William & Mary. I have to tell you that coming back to campus in a motorcade was a serious upgrade from my parents' overpacked station wagon. But now that you're leaving college and I'm leaving Congress, both of us are about to begin our next adventure in life. As you may recall, your convocation was held on a scorching hot summer day. It was so hot that the administration asked me to cut the length of my remarks in half to minimize the chance that any one of you would pass out. And time for another confession. I almost didn't deliver that speech. 15 minutes before I was scheduled to address you, my staffer lost the only copy of my remarks. He left them, and I swear I'm not joking, at a urinal in the campus center. Needless to say, he's no longer a member of my staff. I fired him. Just kidding, just kidding. Actually, he's been promoted to my chief of staff. And as Secretary Gates has probably witnessed, some people in Washington, D.C. fail upwards. In all sincerity, when you and I gathered together in Wren Yard, what feels like a lifetime ago, we could not have predicted what would transpire in the period that followed. Your time at William & Mary has coincided with one of the most difficult moments in memory. A global pandemic has caused terrible physical and emotional suffering. 1 million Americans have lost their lives. Some of you may have seen your loved ones suffer. The pandemic upended your college experience. It spoiled sports seasons and semesters abroad. It disrupted your personal lives. You endured remote learning and social isolation. And you sacrificed to keep others safe and healthy. And through it all, you showed strength and resilience. Meanwhile, since we last met as fellow freshmen, our domestic divisions have only deepened. Our politics are polarized to an alarming degree. Our democratic institutions are under severe strain. The Capitol, my workplace, was attacked. And at times, it feels like our union, which generations of William & Mary graduates fought to create and then to perfect, is coming undone. And you've been through a lot to get to graduation, and you're graduating into an uncertain world. There are challenges everywhere you look. On the global stage, climate change threatens the only planet we have. A Russian dictator has invaded democratic Ukraine, causing death and displacement, but also leading to inspiring acts of physical and moral courage by the Ukrainian people. And here at home, there's economic anxiety and gun violence, too often carried out by individuals with hate in their heart. And at troubled times like these, I'm reminded of the adage that there's nothing wrong with America that cannot be cured by what is right with America. Make no mistake, you are what is right with America. Our divided country, our troubled world needs you terribly. They need your intelligence, they need your integrity. This amazing place and the amazing people here have prepared you well. So graduates, you've made this place proud, you've made the people you love proud. I know you'll continue to live your life in a way that makes them proud. Thank you again for this extraordinary honor. It means more to me than I can ever express. Good luck and Godspeed.
I first met Melody